A guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Watson.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards for number 11.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Tight end Harrison Bryant, the intended target.
And now it's second down.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Throw left side complete. That's Moore. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Watson on first down. He's gotten Njoku, his big tight end, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now Chubb running right. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. They run it again with Chubb. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb,
his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
Raymond, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
So from the 37, here's a second down and 4. In motion right, that's Metcalf. That completes it again to Metcalf. And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as he's up to the 44-yard line.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
The Seahawks at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They run with the second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. We can look at this Browns defense.
They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
From the 48-yard line, here's the second down and 6.
They'll fake it. Now Smith.
That's to the rookie, Jackson Smith-Njigba.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Walker now at 1st and 10.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
This has a feeling of a back-and-forth game, and we've seen that in evidence already with each of these teams' opening drives. This is what you call a quick answer as they go down the field in no time flat and finish with a touchdown run.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2 yards to go, second down.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And that one blown up quickly. As he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Now it's Watson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
7-7, our score after 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Taken down at the 47-yard line.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Watson, off play action. They'll roll him out right. And his throw here is incomplete.
The end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not. I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Out quickly here to Smith-Njigba.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
13.
Smith on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's Smith.
And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, it's Walker.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off of play action, here's Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Myers' kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone.
Now to the ground, here's Walker.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Daytona. Check 58.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Hey, we go to the line. Hey, trio left.
Running right, here's Walker. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, trio left.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Catch left, catch left.
Geno now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown.
Ken Walker.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 14-10. The touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Browns drive about to get started. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Back to throw, Watson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
Looking to throw. Going for a right side here, complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now Brown.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards.
And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Touchdown! Jackson Smith and Jimbo.
52 yards.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
He's on his way.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Smith.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Hey, 31. Hey, alert.
The final shot before the break. Watson eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Play action. It's Smith.
Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
There we go, sit down.
They'll toss this out right to Walker. Now he's into the clear again. Inside the 20.
And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They run again on first down. Chubb.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Watson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Tariq Woolen
in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a very difficult task.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Quick throw completed by Watson.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to go with a
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Watson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Kobe.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards.
First down, Cleveland.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
It's a big play there for Seattle. 59 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll run the toss to Walker. And coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swing. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal. And they're going to speed things up here.
Walker is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line.
The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Great job of tackling there to prevent the 1st down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They snap it to Smith. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker
from 3 yards out.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper.
And now Watson throws another interception. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
right at the 50-yard line. Now Geno.
Oh, that is incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a 2nd and 10.
On the delay, here's Hunt. Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
And he is going to have the Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. It's caught, Cooper. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 24 yards.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion, Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Watson's pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
And complete to Smith-Njigba.
And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Smith going to throw it. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. DK Metcalf, 65 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Hey, 31!
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play,
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing now, Smith. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Second and 10.
36!
Throwing again is Watson. Can't get away, and taken down. And go in the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
Yeah. Run it back. 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 Run it run it run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted. Want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off. Got the flight. Promise you if anybody can hold me, I can. Get the right man. Baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back. Run it back, and run it back. Run it, ooh, run it back. Run it back, run it back. Run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the friends. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another back. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. Not by the act.
Yeah.
And run it back, you see how I act. Nothing I lack. Feel it like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that. I ain't stressed about it. I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high-key. Running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high-key.
Yes, like that. Told her might be right back. Oh, yes, like that. I told her might be right back.
Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that. Double that.
Run it back.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run
Run it back. 100 stack in the truck with his fire tag. Punch the gas. Running to the future. Past. I'm done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma get it, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets that say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, then go get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's time for me. I'm getting looked up, down with the big crowd. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really get drunk, put my deuce up. I will not live in apology. I wish you lose my opportunity, you suck. Home made ways for a prodigy.
And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, it's absent. Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We have to rings like it's Saturn, this feel like splitting an atom. We got involved with the pattern, so now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution. Around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, that's where I'ma lose it. It's my world and I'm generous and that y'all peruse it. How obnoxious, she ain't got a conscience. She's okay with being a little absurd and pompous. That's because I kill it, then stick around just to haunt it. Waiting on my thank you, be grateful that I would even let you watch this.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's time for me. I'm getting looked up, down with the big crowd. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really get drunk, put my deuce up. I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity, you suck. Home made ways for a prodigy.
Gonna catch your breath for a second. Look at your neighbor and check in. We bout to march, so if you not get to stepping. I done told you who I am. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting a precedent, no mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set cause our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives of the industry full of and my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats, I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street, entertaining, no whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm over Balenciagas, I'm changing into my cleats. It's go time, it's showtime. I ain't calming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking, we bringing back Motown. No staring this go round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's time for me. I'm getting looked up, down with the big crowd. They already gone by the size of me. I don't really get drunk, put my deuce up. I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity, you suck. Home made